Hey guys, it's the Ewaz. Hope you're well and enjoying riding your motorcycles. If you noticed in the beginning of this video, it says ADV and Dual Sport because I recently added a dual sport motorcycle to my mix. I currently have a KTM 790 Adventure R that I bought over a year ago, and it's my first adventure bike, my first off-road motorcycle. I've ridden motorcycles for almost 20 years, all road motorcycles, large engine displacements, Harleys, Hondas, you name it, and decided to get back into motorcycling after taking a hiatus and decided to go the adventure route. Now, I was in the market for a small bike initially and ended up buying the KTM, which I love, but I gotta say it could be a handful on some of the technical tracks. I just don't have the experience yet and the skills to handle that on single track, and I learned it the hard way because I've attended and participated in a few dual sport events and quickly realized the difference with my bike, especially heading into corners and hitting rocky terrain. And I've avoided some single track trails just because I know I don't have the skills for that. So I really started thinking about adding a dual sport to the mix, and luckily early this year, two motorcycles came out, and that was the KLX 300 and the CRF 300 for Kawasaki and Honda, and really looked like the perfect mix. I didn't want another high-end, expensive motorcycle. So as you can see here, during these dual sport events, I jumped on my KTM. I struggled a bit, and I was getting passed left and right by a bunch of lighter bikes and more nimble motorcycles too. And I noticed quickly that if I were to do events like this in the future and some new events that I want to try, I'm going to need a lighter bike. So here's where I started, right? I knew that the Kawasaki and the Honda offered exactly what I was looking for, so I created a wish list and gave a point to each of the bikes if they both earned a point, or if one or over the other, to see which one would win. I've had Hondas before, never had a Kawasaki, and decided, let me create this list. So the first was cost, right? I wanted to make sure it was an economical bike, and not another KTM or even a Husqvarna. Those are awesome bikes, but they were above my price point. So this came in under $6,000 for both, and it was perfect. So a point each. The weight as well, they both come in the low 300s, which is super light compared to my KTM, so a point there. Engine performance, pretty much equal. More horsepower for the Kawasaki, more torque for the Honda, but you really can't tell the difference, I'm sure. 1 point each for reliability. Clearly, Kawasaki and Honda, very reliable bikes and have been proven time and time again. Suspension handling is where the Kawasaki really separated itself. It's adjustable and clearly noted to be better suspension, and also it led to the off-road capability as well. The suspension really adding to that, and also I like the ergonomics better on the KLX 300. Again, this is personal. This is my mix here. If anyone else did this, it would come out completely different. Looks as well, right? This is highly personalized as well. I love camo. The frag camo is awesome, and I really like the look of that bike. Safety-wise, I got to give it to the Honda. It's got ABS. I actually wish Kawasaki offered that as well, and so I hand that over to Honda for the point. Extras, I give them both a point. They both have great extras, include skid plate, engine protection, and also a helmet lock, which is a great plus. So as you can see here, it came out 8 points for the KLX 300 versus 6 for the Honda, and I lucked out and was able to get a 2022 model here recently. I actually thought it was going to be a 2021 model, and so did the dealer, and we lucked out. It came in earlier than expected, and really happy with the bike so far. Just limited off-road right now. I'm getting in my break-in miles and just trying to break it in properly. Going to do an oil change myself here soon. And then I have a couple events coming up that I'm going to really put it to the test. So I'm currently, making just a few mods that I'll post here later. That includes skid plate, luggage rack, and a few other items as well, new handlebars. But that's where I'm at right now. So the next videos you'll see here is me riding from the dealer, and actually I lent the bike to my cousin's son. His name's Brandon, and he currently has a DRZ 400. He rides in Florida. He was working in my neighborhood and decided to go for a ride, and I lent him my KLX 300 and was able to see it in video and post it here a bit and see it from a different perspective, I should say, and also gain his perspective too. Good, right? Yeah, I like the way it handles. according to my list, right, I already have an adventure bike. I don't need a lighter adventure bike. I wanted a bike that I can trailer, or actually now I do have a motorcycle trailer hitch that I can take it to the destination. I don't have to ride on the highway, so that's why I wasn't overly concerned with having ABS and some of those other safety features. My KTM 790 has all the electronics, they work great, all the safety features I need to get to my destination, even do some touring, traveling, camping, you name it. So that'll be my my long distance motorcycle that I can also go off-road. And then when I just want to do some single track and you know, do some less miles but maybe a little bit more challenging, more extreme, I can do it on the dual sport. And that's my plan. But regardless of what you're riding, hope you enjoy it. You know, I'm glad I do have both of these bikes. They serve different purposes. And I was just lucky enough to be able to time it and get it, and we'll see how it goes, right, as I learn both. They are two different machines, and as I jump off one and get on the other, it's really clear how different they are. The KLX is so easy to ride, very light, very nimble, feels like a mountain bike with a motor, to be honest with you, and I'm actually surprised how powerful that 300cc motor is, and it's still in the break-in period. So, in summary, I am happy with this bike. I know I would have been probably equally as happy with the Honda as well. So all you Honda riders out there that have a 300 CRF Rally or the 300L, it's a great bike, and I'm sure you're enjoying it just as much. And again, it's just nitpicking a couple different items that made me lean one way and could have easily swayed the other. So I'm just happy that Honda and Kawasaki are putting out these great bikes, as I'm watching videos and meeting people out there really enjoying this new class of motorcycle. On my next videos, I'll go ahead and post some of the extras on the bike. And please, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe. I plan on posting videos between adventure riding and dual sport riding about once a month at least, and anything that I think is worthwhile, including events that I'll be participating here in the near future. Thank you, and be safe.